Disclaimer, this video is only for educational purposes only. Do not repeat any actions done in the video. So hello guys, today I have prepared a project mini candles for you, as you have might have guessed from the title. Let's just dive right into it. So the things you're gonna need for this project is wax, preferably high quality wax, tongs, a spoon, a special form for wax, scissors, a string, a gas torch, and that's really all. So right off the bat, you are going to need to take the wax and put it in the form. So when I have that done, you just take it and melt it above the blowtorch, and just easily melt the wax till it looks like water. So guys, I decided to move to the stove because it's much easier and much easier to melt and hold above the fire. So basically then you just carefully place it into the freezer and wait for it to cure. And the curing process will take probably about 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, when that's curing and solidifying, we need to create a wick for that. And then this is very easy. You just take melted wax, and of course this is not melted, but you melt this, you put a couple of beads in there, and then you just throw a piece of that string as I showed you, and you got a wick. Again, just like this, you melt the wax that you have on your spoon, and then you throw the string in and put it out, and basically you're done. Yep, just like this, and leave it there for 5 minutes. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little weird, but I have a flu. And one way to distinguish if you have high quality wax or low quality wax is you take one piece of it and rub it between your fingers, and if it's greasy, then it's not quality, and if it stays dry and it's not oily on it or anything like that, you're good and you have the correct wax. So this is how the wick is supposed to look like, and when it hardens, you hear that? Yeah, it kind of drops like a little pin if you were to drop a pin on the ground. It sounds like that because it's hard. You can tell if it's done by just hitting it a little bit, and that's if it doesn't break, it's okay. Okay, so when it looks white, I just took it out of the freezer. When it looks white, you just do this. Come on. Wait, I will wait a little bit, because sometimes if this doesn't work, if doing this doesn't work, just put it in the freezer again. This was a fail, and it should pop out. If you leave it there for 5 more minutes, I think it should be okay. And if you want to speed the process up, and you have a air duster and it's working, then just flip it and spray it with a very cold liquid, and I think it's pressurized air or nitrogen, and it will actually create a great pattern on this, and it should pop out. I'm gonna put it in the freezer for a couple more minutes. Okay, I finally managed to get it out, and now you have to do the last step, and that is to put the wick in. I have this special tool for this that heats up when you put it in the outlet, but you don't have to use this. You can just heat up a fork or a knife and do a hole in there. It actually might work better because you need to wait for this to heat up. Okay, so now you just melt the wax in, and then quickly put the wick in, just like that. And yeah, that's the final product. And the final thing we have to test is the burning test. Yep, as you can see, it burns like a normal candle. Look how many I've got here. I've made all these. And this one was made for specifically for the video. Actually, I made this You can see on the sides I've made like a middle pattern. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, I guess that's all for today's video, and see you next Friday. So bye bye.